Today I'm going to show you how to make a matcha latte, and it's going to be great. And the best part of all, you don't have to pay $5 like Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. We're going to make it at home and it's going to be delicious. Let me show you how. Alright, so the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need a shaker bottle of some kind. You can see that shaker bottle that I have here. It's got this metal ball in here. This is very important. This is where you're going to mix it. So we're going to need this. And then you can decide what you're going to make it with. If you're going to make it with almond milk, which is what I'm going to use, or if you're going to make it regular milk. I prefer unsweetened almond milk. I think it just adds a little bit of complexity to the drink. And there's 3 ways you could sweeten this: with honey, with sugar, and maybe a little of the agave. So depending on what you feel like, I personally like to use the sugar. If you use the honey kind of overpowers the drink. The agave is fine, but for me, the regular plain sugar is the best thing to use. So these are the ingredients that we're going to use, and of course we need the matcha itself. So let's get to the matcha. So for the matcha, I have these 2 kinds here. So obviously the matcha is very important. The better quality matcha you have, the better the drink is going to be. Okay, so here you can see the difference between the 2 matchas. You can see this jade leaf matcha, which is the second harvest. You can see it's a lot greener than this matcha DNA, which doesn't say what it is. You can see how dull it is. So that's going to make a big difference when you make your drink. That's lower quality. It's not as bright, you can see. And then you have nice and bright matcha. And of course, if you use ceremonial matcha, you're going to get even more brighter color, and it's going to be a lot better. This is the second harvest on this jade leaf. If you go with the first harvest ceremonial matcha, it's going to be even that much better. But you can see the difference. You can see the dull on the left, and you can see it's a lot brighter on the right, which is the second harvest. So it's important that you get a good quality matcha, a second harvest at least, to make these drinks. The better the quality of the matcha, the better the drink is going to come out. And Starbucks, I know for a fact, uses at least second harvest matcha. They use a good green, vibrant color matcha. So it's important that, again, that you get a good quality. The ceremonial matcha is a little bit more expensive, but it's going to give you a better product. But again, you're going to spend more money with ceremonial as opposed to second harvest. And second harvest was going to give you a good result, and that's where I recommend you go with. If it doesn't say like this one doesn't say, it's probably not that good, and it's mostly fillers. It's going to be a dull color, where this one is a nice bright color. Alright, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and pour our milk into the shaker bottle here, and then we're going to go ahead and put our matcha. So I'll do about, 3/4 of the cup full, because we're going to add ice to this, obviously. With our matcha, I'm just going to use this little spoon here, about 2 scoops of that. I'll put 1.5. And obviously, the more matcha you put, the more potent it's going to be, the more taste of matcha. And if you put less, it's going to be not as, it's going to be a little milder. So I think this is probably 1.5 of these little spoons here. Then we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of sugar, and this is up to your preference here. I think that's enough right there. But you really need some kind of sweetener, because even second harvest or ceremonial matcha is a little bit on the bitter side. Now that we have all the ingredients in there, all we're going to do is shake this up. Shake it like a bartender. And here we have a nice matcha made at home. Save yourself $5, and it tastes really good. Again, the whole thing is get a shaker bottle, get some almond milk, your preferred sweetener, and good quality matcha, and you can make your drink at home. And it's just as good as the regular national brand that you all come to love. And you can see it has a nice bright color in there. And really, that's the key. The good matcha is the key. I think adding a little sugar makes a difference. And you can control how much sugar you add with this, unlike some of these places where they just throw a bunch of sugar in there. And it's really refreshing, and it's really good. So I hope that this video has been informative and that you learned something. Now you can make your own matcha at home and save money. So this is the kind of drink that you can have on a nice sunny day like today and really make it at home and save yourself some money. And you can can control the ingredients, you can control the way you want it to come out, and best of all, it's going to be a lot less money than it would be if you visited one of those national coffee chains. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope that you give this a try. Remember to put a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. We'll see you on the next video.